Jesus realized that it was not possible for him alone to further God's kingdom as he had planned and envisioned. And that is why he chose 12, which is a representative figure of disciples whom he would send out also on mission. Today, we will hear about the mission to these 12. And the first point about the mission is that Jesus sends them out to do what he did, to speak what he spoke. In other words, the authority with which the 12 are sent out is not their own. It is the authority of Jesus. They are to speak and act. They are to say and do, because mission is not merely a spiritual enterprise. Mission is not merely verbal proclamation. Mission is not merely saying, but mission is also, and maybe more importantly, action. Mission is more importantly enhancing. Mission is more importantly healing and making whole. And as Jesus sends out his disciples, he provides them with a three-pronged strategy. And the strategy may be summed up in one word, which is repeated 3 times: detachment, detachment, detachment. A person has to be detached from people. If a person is attached to anyone, that person cannot be a true missionary in every sense of the word. A person has to be detached from material things. If things have taken such a hold of me that I cannot let them go, then I cannot be free. I cannot proclaim freedom. I cannot be a missionary in the true sense of the word. And finally, I must be detached from the outcome of mission, because I know the mission is not mine, but the Lord's. I do not have the authority to continue in mission except if it is given to me by the Lord. And so therefore, this three-pronged strategy is relevant even today. If I find that I am too attached to persons, even in a marriage relationship where I cannot leave my spouse free, it is not love at all. It's not love at all, because it is a holding on, it is a possession, it is a trying to take control. True love, whether between husband and wife, whether between parents and children, will always leave the other free. And so I need to ask myself, am I too obsessed with my husband and my wife, with my children and my parents, with my friends and my neighbors? Or can I love them and leave them free? How about things? Do I use things, or do I let things use me? Do I possess things, or do things possess me? Do I use things, or do things use me? And finally, when I act, am I too attached to the outcome of my action? When I do something, am I focusing more on the result than on the action? If I focus more on the result, then my attention is diverted. I cannot act as I ought to, and my action will not only be less efficient, but also less efficacious. And so today, like Jesus, let us ask ourselves whether we can truly love even the most loved ones in our family by being detached. Whether we can truly use things, even the most wonderful of things, by not being possessed by it. And if I can be detached from the outcome of my action and act as I ought to make my action not only efficient, but also efficacious. Will I be a true missionary after the heart of Jesus.